want to ride. Kids 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 want to ride.
I think there might be an ulterior motive behind it. They got three-wheelers banned. They could get four-wheelers and little motorcycles banned. There's some people that don't like kids having fun. They don't want them to do drugs, but they don't want them to have fun. The kids racing and the parents are in the pits helping, and it kept me out of trouble. I know that.
This last month in February, the Consumer Product Safety Commission put a ban out, and dealers could no longer sell small motorcycles and ATVs to kids 12 and under. And the reason is because there is lead in the paint and some lead in the bikes themselves.
What's up, everybody? Glad to be here. You know, this is complete BS, according to me, but
According to a lot of people.
yeah. Well, I have little kids. I have two little girls, and my 3-year-old's riding her bike already, and she's about ready for 50. And yeah, this is not right.
My hat's off to him today. He's said to me he's mad as hell and he's not going to take it anymore. And I'm with him.
When I found out, you know, we're having this mini bike problem with these kids not being able to ride and everything, I just wanted to come out and support it, and called Jeremy and Jeff Ward and said, let's rally up here and see what we can do. We got to get some notice going so that we can turn this around, man. You know, my little boy's 9 years old. He wants to ride, and we got to go out and have fun and keep doing what we love to do. We're all passionate about the sport and having a lot of fun, and it's where all of our friends hang out.
I was down here on the floor one day, not long ago, about a week ago, and a woman came in and said she was going to buy a bike for her daughter now. Now the whole family could be able to ride together in the desert. And I said, you can't buy one now. She could not believe it. And I'd had enough. I mean, if you come in here and want a brake lever for one of those bikes so you can stop faster because your kid breaks the brake lever, we cannot sell you the brake lever legally. If you want to ride your son to the park to watch the soccer game on the back of your motorcycle and you come in to buy a kid's helmet, legally we cannot sell the helmet.
I had no idea it applied to accessories and parts.
Yes, the factories can't ship us the parts, any of the affected bikes, and we can't work on them, repair them, or sell the parts.
The motorcycle equivalent of the Boston Tea Party.
Malcolm. Big smiles. Here we go. Todd. There we go. That's it.
I'm buying a KTM 65 for my son.
Anybody that wants to buy a banned bike will take a $100 deposit that's fully refundable if you don't want the bike. But when the ban is lifted, we'll sell you the bike at cost. Our dealer cost. If you register now.
Motorcycle industry is $1 billion a year industry, or just in the mini bike division of it. So worldwide, it's a huge economic impact. If you stop selling them to the kids, they're not going to want to ride when they're older, and it'll just, you know, fade away.
Yeah, no, it's a bummer, man. I mean, my kids, you know, especially with me, I'm in the industry, you know, and I love to go out riding, and when I can't take my son, it's just a bummer here, you know. He's got an old bike, and he's been wanting a 65 for a while, so I talked to Malcolm this week and said, what do we got to do, man? You know, so I'm glad to be here, and glad that Malcolm's selling one, and hopefully we can make a difference out there, you know. Someone needs to look at this, and, you know, it's just a little bit ridiculous. So
I'm real happy, and I was very excited to get it, and I couldn't wait. I remember when I was on my 50, I was passing these 65s, but on the kids on the 85s, they just kept going like way ahead of me, and I just needed more speed.
You know, I was 9 years old like Preston at one time, and I had a dream to become a motorcycle racer. And I just, you know, without having that as a kid, you know, who knows where Johnny Campbell would be nowadays. You know, I've spent my whole life basically riding, racing motorcycles, and made a name for myself, and just met the best people along the way, and families, and, you know, taking that away from us and stripping that away from our kids is just so uncalled for and so wrong that I just can't even believe we have to do this for it.
We're here to, you know, to have our voice heard, you know. The government doesn't always think things through, and why they applied this ban to motorcycles, you know, my son's shirt says it all. He's not going to eat the motorcycle, he just wants to ride it. And so we understand why they don't want lead in toys. You know, you have toddlers who chew on toys. That's perfectly understandable. We support that. But come on, let's be reasonable. I mean, a motorcycle, nobody's going to ingest the parts of a motorcycle. I don't anticipate my kid taking a knife and fork out and saying, hey, I'm going to go eat the bike. So it's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. And I support Malcolm Smith here today selling these bikes. I know there's consequences for him, but as a lifelong motorcycle rider and enthusiast, obviously he feels passionately, as we do, about the loss. So we're here to support him and to support motorcycle riders everywhere.
Politicians, I think they need to know that not all dirt bikers are, you know, wayward, you know, I don't know, what do they call them, rogue warriors tearing up the countryside. You know, we're responsible riders. You know, we don't throw trash out, we stay on the trail. So that's what they need to know, and let us teach our kids that.
I'm 9 and I've been riding since I was 4.
And how many times have you been hurt on a dirt bike or sucked in any kind of lead?
None.
I'm a Moto Mom in the Moto X Kids racing series with my son, Marshall.
My name is Marshall Stewart, and I've been riding for 9 years, and I'm 11 years old, and I think this mini bike ban stinks.